Hey guys, Future Gohan to say to here. I want to do a mini review of Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. Alright, many of you are asking, many of you have claimed, is this the greatest Dragon Ball game ever made? No. No, it is not.
It is probably one of the worst Dragon Ball games.
Now, as stated by the person that reviewed Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi from GameSpot, it is like the anime. It resembles the anime. It does what the anime does, but that's just about all it does. Is it like the anime? Of course it is. It's the closest game we've gotten to the anime so far. Is it a good game? No. The combat system, when you're just playing through story mode, you won't notice a problem. You'll just think, oh, you just suck at the game. I want you to go into hero mode and fight the last level of the master battle itself. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. All right. First of all, I just want to address something real quick. Cell in his ultimate perfect form, I could beat easy. But why is it Cell Jr. is the person that's 100 times harder than him? I don't get that. All right, first thing I want to cover is story mode. It covers everything perfectly, except for GT, which I don't get. It says, and this is where the story begins, and then it skips straight to the very end. I mean, other than that, the story is fine. Now, one thing about story mode, however, the dubbing is downright terrible. Okay, and first of all, for the animated cutscenes, those are the only scenes that are redubbed. Okay? Those scenes, they're terrible, because it's like burst limit almost. But, like, what's so bad about them is that the lines are delayed. You could see that if they held the lines out a little bit longer, the last words that they say would fit into the mouths. But instead, they say them so quickly, the mouths are still flapping there without no words coming out. But I can see, because I'm good at mouthing. If someone was to mouth something to me without any words, I'd be able to tell what they said. And when I saw Piccolo or someone mouthing, and then I heard what they just previously said for the last words, I could see that it could have fit in there at the very end of their sentence had they held it out a little longer. Alright? So the dubbing is awful for the cutscenes. Now, for the actual game itself, the dubbing is also awful. Alright? It reuses old recordings. Now, that wouldn't be a bad thing, because they've done it all the time for the Tenkaichi series. But they use the old voices. And Kai voices. I swear to God, in the Frieza saga, when Frieza just transforms into his second form, no joke, Linda and Chris are switching off every other line. You think I'm being extremely literal? I'm not. They switch off every other line. Every other line. Chris says something, then Linda says something. Then it's Chris again.
That was just a warning shot.
Now, to show you a terror greater than hell, take this!
I'm not even kidding. The dubbing is so bad. It is terrible. It is awful. Alright? So, another thing. The story mode covers all the way, like you'd expect, from the beginning of Dragon Ball Z and the Raditz saga, all the way to even all the way to the end of Z and even the last GT fight. Alright? It even covers the movies such as Broly, Metacooler, you know, all that fun stuff. But the thing about those is a lot of these boss battles are really hard. And I'm gonna tell you why. Anybody know that little one quick time event where it's got that little meter, and then you have to tap the single button at the exact time in order to get it? Yeah, that is extremely hard. I'm not kidding with you here. That is extremely hard, and many people can vouch for me. You only get one chance. I mean, you only get one chance with all of them, but I mean, those ones it's like a button combination or something like that. This is just, you just push a single button. You get it wrong, and if you get, the thing about this isn't like Storm. You know, it's not like if you get it wrong, you only take a minimal amount of damage, if any at all, if I remember right. You only take a minimal amount of damage, if any, and then it lets you retry. But if you take too many retries, then you don't get a secret flashback. But you know, it's at least merciful. This game, you miss it, you take about 8,000 damage, and if you miss it about 2 or 3 times, that's it. You gotta redo the whole thing over again. There's no mercy in this game. Not a single bit of mercy. You gotta do the entire thing over again. And this is what a lot of people are saying is the infamous level, the one from Hero Mode, where you have to fight the giant great ape. Alright. Another thing, story mode, I found to be really fun and engaging. Other than the hard boss battles, but other than that, I found it to be really fun and engaging. I felt it was really true to the anime. I really did. I felt the entire thing was really true to the anime. Everyone has complained about this already, but the wall of text, yeah, that is unneeded and it is not welcome. It is not welcome. It would be if they made some changes to it. I mean, if I could press the down button and be able to scroll down faster, but no, you have to sit there staring at it, and it goes on for about 5 minutes. Not even kidding, it goes on for a long time because a lot of the stuff they couldn't animate into the game because of some characters that they were missing and stuff like that. So they just had to do it by text, which is fine. But I mean, Jesus, I already get down to the bottom by the time it already starts. So I literally turn my head, do something on my computer for about an entire minute, turn over, and then I start reading again. It takes that long. It's unnecessary is what it is. It takes an unnecessary amount of time. Alright? It is just really unnecessary. Other than that, I really do like the story mode. The animated cutscenes are animated decently well. They're not the best. They're not like Yosen Goku. I mean, they look like it, but the movements and such, they're not exact. It did look a lot better in Yosen Goku, and even Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans. This manga animation I do like. I do like this manga animation. I think it looks superb. I think it looks excellent. I think it looks just like the anime in the manga. And I think that's all for story. Next video I'm gonna be covering probably Hero Mode. No, next video I'll probably be covering gameplay, and then I'll be covering Hero Mode last. So I'm only going to be covering story, hero, and gameplay. That's all I'm going to be. That's all I'm going to really be doing because, yeah, those are the three main. Those are the three main functions of the game. So those are all I'm really going to go over. So thanks for watching, and next part will be out soon. See you guys later.